Humanity is in real trouble. We all know it. We've divided into hateful groups, and we can't come together at the one time in human history when we have to. Identity politics is killing us. Mutual hatred is ruling the day. And it's coming from something that we don't even notice. The problem facing human beings is that we can conceive of our own death. We know we're going to die. And something called terror management theory explains that this fear of death drives much of our behavior without us even knowing it. This subconscious fear motivates us to seek security by identifying with beliefs, worldviews, and groups that give our lives meaning and a sense of permanence in a world falling apart. And in a world where environmental crises, social conflicts, and political upheavals are constantly in the news, our heightened awareness of death, which is called mortality salience, becomes even more pronounced. As a result, people look for ways to feel secure in an unpredictable and chaotic world. One way people cope with this fear is by clinging to strong and often rigid identities. These identities, whether based on politics, religion, nationality, race, whatever, provide a sense of belonging and righteousness. And when we feel part of a group that shares our worldview, we feel like we're on the right side of history, which can give us a sense of control over life's uncertainties. This is where identity politics comes in. In today's society, people increasingly define themselves by their group affiliations, whether it's being part of a political party, a social movement, or a cultural group. These identities become battle lines in a larger war of worldviews. When people believe their identity is under threat, whether from opposing political ideologies, different religious beliefs, or changes in social norms, they often react defensively. This makes compromise and understanding between groups much more difficult and oftentimes impossible. Further, TMT explains the current rise of demagogues. As one writer said it, people minimize existential fear by investing in exalted leaders. The person merges themselves with a revered leader who affirms the meanings, values, and positive identity of the group. Ultimately, terror management theory sheds light on how our need to feel secure in the face of death is contributing to the rise of identity politics and the division of society into intractable opposing worldviews. And so, a fatal feedback loop is created. The problem this creates is obvious. As mortality salience rises due to conflict and climate change, the more we splinter into mutually hateful worldviews, which increases conflict, making us unable to join forces to prevent climate change, which only creates more mortality salience ad nauseum. We're stuck in a deadly feedback loop of poisonous division at the one time in human history that we need unity. The good news is that TMT tells us that a sense of common humanity is an antidote to this poison, and prior identity offers this antidote in spectacular fashion.